Good morning, good morning, good morning. Thank you for joining me here today in the BMGI LLC. Welcome to the Chamber Matrix. I am Black Moon. Today I will be doing a Soulchology collective energy scope. We are entering the last week of November 2025, as well as the last week of Mercury retrograde, which ends on this Saturday. Now, if you guys have been following me for a while, you know that I haven't been up that much this year. I've been rebranding. I've been working on the Chamber Matrix ecosystem, so I can launch that at the beginning, middle of next year, 2026. I'm really excited about it. I do have the Initiation Codex coming out, which is kind of like a sneak peek preview thing. You guys can get that, and if you guys get that, it is free. When you guys see the little promo, click on it, drop the little emoji, whatever it asks you to do, so you can get that codex, and you'll have it, and you can go through the first chamber of the first portal. So Spirit told me that I needed to come up and give a message for today. So I did a pre-shuffle just to get an idea of what the energy was like, because I was like, what is going on? I haven't really been up here. My social media presence has been a little sporadic this year, right? But when Spirit has a message, Spirit has a message. So I am here to give it. If you guys are not following me on Hipsy, please go ahead and download the Hipsy.com app and go to Black Moon Goddess Intuition. That is on my page. And if you go on there, you are able to get discounted mini sessions during my live. So you guys would just comment and I can see you on my other device if you have booked a mini session while I'm doing the live, okay? All right, so I'm going to get started. We're going to do the prayer and we're going to get into the mix. So, let me get my prayer. All right, thank you, Spirit, my ancestors, my ascended masters for being here with me. O cosmic birther of all radiance and vibration, soften the ground of our being and carve out a space within us where your presence can abide. Ashe. Fill us with your creativity so that we may be empowered to bear the fruit of our mission. Ashe. Let each of our actions bear fruit in accordance with our desires. Ashe. Endow us with the wisdom to produce and share what each being needs to grow and flourish. Ashe. Unite the tangled threads of destiny that bind us as we release others from the entanglement of past mistakes. Ashe. Do not let us be seduced by that which would divert us from our true purpose, but illuminates the opportunities of the present moment. Ashe. For you are the ground and the fruitful vision, the birth, power, and fulfillment, as we are all gathered and made whole once again. Ashe. It is done. It is so. Okay, yeah. So let me get into this energy, right? I did do a pre-shuffle. So the pre-shuffle came out. We came out with 1 and 1. We got the 1 in Leo coming out as the Knight. And we also have the 1 in Virgo coming out as the crystal ball. Okay. All right. So we've got this energy, right, of coming through, of being in this. Actually, I'm sorry. This is Scorpio. I'm sorry. The one coming out in Scorpio. The crystal ball. And we have the Knight. So looking at it on the board, it's 11. And if we know that we've come out of the 11/11 portal. We are 2 days out of, if you guys did the ritual that I put up, we are 2 days past that. So you guys should be seeing some things changing, noticing some synchronicities. Also, some Some things may be coming up for you because this is the last week of Mercury retrograde that you need to clear out. The Knight is saying that you need to have confidence in your intuition and that you need to be heroic with your premonitions. So it's like you're getting inklings, you're getting signs, you're getting synchronicities, you're having very vibrant and realistic dreams. Some of you are astral traveling or also astral projecting to other dimensions, other planes, yada yada. But this is telling me that you are experiencing things in these realms, these dimensions in your dreams that you need to bring back so that it gives you confidence, it gives you strength, it helps you to persevere on your journey. It's also saying that you need to see clearly the messages that are coming to you. So this means that you don't need to necessarily see them linear, on a linear context, right? It's not necessarily verbatim what they're saying. Some things can be allegorical, some things can be very poetic, some things can be written as parables and things like that. You have to learn how to see clearly the messages, like read between the spiritual lines, if you will. Okay, you need to be fearless in your discernment, meaning that you need to say what you mean what you say. When you say you're going to do something or abide by something for yourself, you need to do so. Because when you set goals and aspirations and things for yourself to do, and you don't follow through with those things that you've told yourself you're going to do, you're sending out a frequency and you're sending out the energy that, hey, spirit, I'm not ready, or I don't believe. And then you get, how can I say, your manifestations don't come out the way you expect. Sometimes they're half-assed. Sometimes they're just totally effed up. Other times it's just like spirit is like, no, we're not moving on this because your energy isn't right. And then you're like, well, this didn't work and that didn't work. No, it's not that it didn't work. It's just that you weren't in the proper mind frame. You were sending out the wrong signals. Okay. It says that you need to be assertive with your perception of things. So this means that you need to be conscious of changing your perception of the way you see things and the way you approach different avenues of life. Some of you are getting this. I'm feeling like this is more so with speaking up for yourself, standing your ground, not letting others bully you or manipulate you during conversation. So some of you may have somebody at your job, your partner, your mate, even your children, that when you have a conversation, they try and flip the script on you, make it feel like it's on you, that you're the one that's in the wrong, and then you're rethinking your thought process, like, am I wrong? Am I bugging? Is that? This is not for you to do that, okay? This is for you to look at them and be like, okay, they're projecting onto me what they are feeling, okay? So you be assertive, you stand your ground, and you be like, look, this is not the perception that I need to be looking at it. Meaning, don't take it personally, right? Okay. It's also saying that you need to have a fighting spirit about your sixth sense. So your sixth sense is your intuition, your third eye, our connection to the spiritual plane, cosmic plane, quantum plane, however you want to call it, right? This is our connection. This is where we get our otherworldly perception. This is our spidey sense. This is for our neurospices. These are for those that are coming online with their gifts and abilities and recognizing that they do have a gift or an ability. So this is making sure that you are in this frame of mind where you're not, dismissing your sixth sense. When you get an inkling, even if it's just a flash for a second, that is letting you know something. And usually when it happens quickly, that means that something's about to happen right now. So pay attention right now, or do this right now. Even if it's just going a different way, even if it's like you're going a certain way that you take every day, right? You're driving down the road, you take the same way every day, and then you get a flash of another way to go that way. Do not ignore that. It's not just it's a passing thought thing. No, they want you to go that way. Honor that. Okay. I'm also getting that you need to honor your divination. So some of you are light workers, spiritual workers, voodoo queens, voodoo priestess, however you want to call it. You know, you guys work with the spiritual realm. You work with deities, energy, things of this sort. You do working, some of you like this. This is saying that you need to be, you need to honor it. You need to honor your craft. You need to hone your skills. Some of you are out here doing shit half-ass, and you are not helping yourself or those that you, or your clients, those that come to you for spiritual guidance and help because your frequency isn't clear. Trigger warning for some of you, but it's just the way it is. And now that Mercury retrograde is coming to an end, things are going to be moving quickly once it ends and goes direct on Saturday. Okay, so with this energy finishing up, we're coming quickly upon the end of the year. And for some of you, this year has been moving quickly. For some of you, this year has been dragging on. For others of you, it's been like spurts, right? It seems to be dragging, and then boom, everything is moving really quick, and then oof, things slow down, and then boom, things move really quickly again. So it's like the energy is very split, but your intuition is high right now, and Spirit is saying honor that, okay? Honor your inner knowing, honor your gut feelings, honor your gut reflexes. If something doesn't seem right, then it's not right. Don't second guess it. Don't be like, oh, maybe this, oh, maybe that. It will not work to your advantage, okay? Spirit, what else do you have for me here? What energy and mudra does the collective need to focus on this last week of November and this last week of the Mercury retrograde? Please, Spirit. Intuition is coming up a lot, y'all. All right, so we got enthusiasm. Enthusiasm. This is the mudra, enthusiasm, which means new start, okay? I will read the back of the card. You can pause if you would like. This is card number 11, y'all. Yo, I can't make this up. Look. Let me see if I can get this to turn. Okay, you see that? 11. Do you see that? 11. Do you see this? Intuition. Do you see this? Intuition. Crystal ball. Spirit ain't playing, y'all. Spirit said there was a message. Newbie, enthusiasm, new start. Okay? Mudra. It says, this is the spirit of new beginnings. This mudra helps at the start of things, like a new project or when you plan a change in your circumstances. It activates the energies needed for getting down to it, for keep going, for patience, and for optimism. Okay? It says regularly starting anew is as much as a start part of life as the spring is part of the year. Even the oldest of trees produce new branches, leaves, and blossoms. And the smallest beginnings can produce great things. A fresh start begins new impediments, pulls one out of the rut, presents a welcome challenge, helps us to dare, and brings excitement and success into our lives. In our mind's eye, you can already see what is freshly emerging. You work on the picture until it completely meets your needs, desires, and possibilities, and fires your enthusiasm. Okay? The mudra, the chant. I start afresh and taste the beginner's eagerness. 3 times to make it great, right? Mudra. I start afresh and taste the beginner's eagerness. Last time, make it for the last time. I start afresh and taste the beginner's eagerness. Ashe. So this is telling me that you are being led on a new path. With this yellow and orange here, this is definitely giving me sacral and solar plexus. We have that being radiated throughout the cards on the table. I'm also feeling like you have planted something already. You've already started something. You've been fine-tuning. You've been going back over it. You've been ruminating. Some of you are getting stuck on small details that are not important right now. Some of you need to get an outline together, get a basic structure so you can get it out in front of you, not just out in your head and then ruminating on small details like font and things like that. That's stuff that you can go back and do. You need to get your outline, your whole business plan, if you will, for whatever this is. It may not even be a business. It may just be whatever you have going on in your life. It may be budgeting. It may be getting you a schedule together because, the kids are about to be out of school for the holidays and things of that nature. Whatever it is that you're working on, it's saying that you've already planted some seeds on this. You've already started it. It's saying that you will have enthusiasm. You will have a fresh start, if you will, because some of you, this organization, this schedule, this routine that needs to be done needs to be done. You've known that you need to organize your life in a more deliberate way. So those of you that are getting your schedules together, your not curriculums, but your time management together, this is working for you. This is saying that during this week is what you need to work on, because when Mercury retrograde goes direct, you're going to need that to stay on track and stay focused. Okay. Next, we have intuition. It says down deep, you just know. This is telling me that you need to honor your intuition. You need to honor that inner guidance system. You need to listen carefully and not just dismiss it. Okay. All right. So this mudra is you grab your left thumb with your right hand. You meet your thumb with your pointer and your index finger. Okay. This is the mudra. Like so. Okay. Intuition. This is the shell mudra. The Shankha mudra is, The Shankha mudra is good for your windpipe and voice. It brings inner calm and harmony and awakens your intuitive powers. The right hand symbolizes a shell, and the left thumb, okay, so I did it wrong. It's the right, like this. Sorry, y'all. Left hand makes the shell. The right hand symbolizes the shell. The left thumb is the pearl within, i.e. your higher self, that part of you which knows what is right and important to you. Okay? With each exhalation, sing out a long, deep, synonymous Om. A primal symbol which gets all your cells vibrating. See yourself descending deeper and deeper into your innermost recesses with every breath which you take. That is where your higher self keeps the answers to all your questions. You become aware of stillness and emptiness and are ready to receive the inner voice. The chant for this mudra: deep down, I know what is right and important for me. Deep down, I know what is right and important for me. Last time, make it great. Deep down, I know what is right and important for me. This is card 23. It breaks down to a 5. 5 is all about change. Sometimes it's difficult for us to hear our intuition, our inner guidance system, because we're so filled with projections of others, the judgments of others, I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all know how it gets when I channel. The indoctrination, okay? So this is telling you to take some time. Some of y'all need to meditate. Some of y'all, your intuition is screaming and you're not hearing it. Others of you, you guys are listening, but you're half-ass listening. You think you know better. And if you've been doing that, you've realized that that's not the move. You don't know better. Because every time you try and do it your way, it never turns out right. It never turns out right. Stop that. Okay? Spirit saying this is the time. Things have slowed down now during Mercury retrograde. Don't be starting anything new. Your new start will be coming after Mercury retrograde. So Sunday. Okay? All right. And our last mudra for this week is the stop mudra, cool down mudra. It says stay a while and enjoy. So this is the mudra, like so. Cool down mudra, like so. Hyperactivity is not very enjoyable. It saps everyone's energy and weakens the immune system. One feels like an overstretched piece of elastic, and strangely enough, one cannot even stand the peace which one is trying to find. Perform the cool down mudra as often as you can, and be careful to be aware of your breathing. Imagine the Arctic summer, icebergs sparkling with the sun. The sea is calm and deep blue. You share your world with penguins, sea lions, polar bears, and so forth in calm and harmonious company. And like yourself, be bewitched by the sun, the ice, and the sea. The incantation. With each breath which I take, I let myself be carried deeper and deeper into calmness and empty space, for which I draw new strength and abundance. With each breath which I take, I let myself be carried deeper and deeper into calmness and empty space, from which I draw new strength and abundance. Last time, make it great. With each breath which I take, I let myself be carried deeper and deeper into calmness and empty space, from which I draw new strength and abundance. 54 breaks down to a 9, which is all about completion, which is all about things coming to a head, things coming to an end. We are also vibrating on the number 9 this year, which is tying that all in. Okay? Let's see what else Spirit has for us. This is just a quick energy read. I'm about to get up off of here, y'all. Hipsy is still available even when I'm not on live. You can request readings at a discounted price there. I encourage you all to schedule a session. You'll be coming together with people of like minds, like energy, people that are on the same wavelength. Some of you are going to be learning from some people, so this may be like a group or a container of something. I'm seeing like not necessarily a prayer circle, but I am seeing that it's more like a meditative circle. Like, you know how the women have the womb circles and things like that? It's something like that. So I'm seeing like a group activity. So you're going to be coming together with people of like minds, of like energy, that is going to facilitate you on this new start of where you need to be more confident in your intuition and things of that nature. Don't stress too much about things that have not come into fruition yet. We're still in Mercury retrograde, y'all. All right. Okay. I'm also getting the Three of Cups here. The Three of Cups under this intuition is telling me that you are going to find, I'm getting elation. You're going to find happiness, joy, camaraderie, as you stand in this intuitive phase of your journey. Some of y'all are entering your intuitive era where you're trusting the signs, the synchronicities, the signals in your body. Some of you might feel hotness, coldness, shivers, things of this nature. You're learning to recognize what these things mean. Okay. Even if you weren't getting these before, I feel like some of you are starting to come online with certain gifts and abilities that you didn't have before. Do not be upset. Do not be scared. Stop, breathe, and let it calibrate. Okay. We've got the 7 over here with the Chariot. This Chariot is telling me that you are going to be with this stop, this cool down. It's saying that you've come to the end of a very difficult cycle, and with that coming to an end, you're going to have that victory lap, right? You're going to have that time where you're able to relax a little bit and see the fruits of your labor, so to speak. This fight is over, right? So it's like you're taking your victory lap, you're getting your crown, you're getting your wreath. The people are celebrating, your ancestors, the people in your everyday are celebrating you. And you are celebrating you too, because you've stopped, you've cooled down, you stopped putting yourself in like inserting yourself. Because I feel like some of y'all are inserting yourself in other people's business that you have no business in. Okay? However that may feel for you, however that may rock in your life. Spirit is saying that this is a time for self-grooming. I'm hearing this is where you need to groom yourself into being or living in the authority that you want to live in. Some of you, the life that you're living this year, the life that you've lived in these past years, next year is going to be a totally 360. You're not going to recognize your life by this time next year. Some of you, it's going to be instant. Some of you, it's going to take steps. It's going to take progress. It's going to take conscious effort to create what needs to be created so that you can move on and set the foundation for these next few years. Some of you, it's going to be for the next 10 years. So next year sets the stage for the next 10 years of your life. What are you going to do with it? Okay. I'm going to tell y'all right now, do not make these New Year's resolutions that you know you're not going to keep. You're just setting the tone for the rest of the year for disappointment. Stop doing that. Okay. Spirit is very, the energy is like you have to pay attention to your intuition now more than ever. There are things that are going on a global scale that we need to be aware of. Okay. Some of us have gotten the messages about the governments and about how things are going to move and how the world stage is. Okay. We are in the middle of a flux. The humanity as a whole, the global population is in a split right now. There are some of us that are doing the work. So therefore we are splitting off from the regular people, the 3D people that have not done the work and they're still stuck, right? So there's been a great divide, spiritual divide. This is where the world, they keep wanting me to say the world. Okay, so this is where the world, okay, is going through a spiritual war. Okay, it's a war on our consciousness. It's a war on our spirituality. It's a war on our souls. So when I say that we need to be more animate, we need to listen in to our inner guidance system. We need to trust our intuition. We are being told and guided on what we need to do and what's coming next. We need to listen. Some of us are out here to be the messenger. You need to deliver the message that you've been given to deliver. Don't sit on it. Don't think that it's, some BS, some woo-woo, you bugging, you high, whatever the case may be. Okay? No, you are a messenger and you have a message to give it. Okay? Others of you have things that you are supposed to be producing, that humanity needs on the spiritual journey, whether it's a product, whether it's a clothing item, whether it's a spiritual tool, whatever it is. Okay? You need to get in the lab. You need to get in the studio. You need to create that music. You need to create that product. You need to create that outfit. You need to create the clothing line. You need to create whatever it is that you're supposed to be led to create. Stop procrastinating. Because it may seem like something menial or minuscule to you, but to the person that buys it, that wears it, that uses it, it's everything. It's life-changing. Example, the Mystic Glamour line that I have. It is a spiritual tool. Yes, it's butters, it's scrubs, it's oils, it's all of these things, but they're magical tools. They are used to be an enhancement for the chamber matrix. There is literally a chamber called Mystic Glamour. You anoint yourself. You speak beauty into your life. You speak abundance into your life, because Mystic Glamour is not just about the outside, right? What we do over here is deep soul, cellular change, quantum shifts over here. I don't coach. I don't counsel. I don't do readings. I do sessions. And I offer Soulchology quantum shifts, initiations into a quantum field where you can pick from endless possibilities. And I show you how to anchor that into this reality. Okay? So when you do these things, when you do this work, when you make a conscious effort to do these things, you are putting yourself on the frequency that you want to emit, of the things that you are trying to attract, of the change that you want to see, because you are becoming that change. So for this last week of November and this last week of Mercury retrograde, Spirit is like, get excited. Get excited about what's to come. Listen. Go deeper. Don't just be surface level with these things. You need to go deeper, dig deeper into your memories for things that you need to feel, things that you need to heal. Trust in your intuition, in your inner guidance system. Trust in your spiritual path. Some of you have been led a certain way and you are fighting it tooth and nail. Please stop it. Stop. Slow down. Cool down. Listen. Okay? When you get to that point where you're feeling fidgety and you're just like, I can't do this, I don't want to do this. What is happening? Sorry, guys. Y'all know I'm at the jail busy, so I gotta do this, and then I'll get back with you guys. So sorry. Oh my goodness. Alrighty, y'all. I'm about to get up out of here. All right. 204. Okay, sorry about that, guys. Sorry. I'm also feeling like there's an energy of just and confidence, right? Like you have this, like what you know what you know. You may not know how you know it, but you know it. You can feel it. Spirit is saying, honor this, okay? Honor this. Don't let anyone or your fear deter you from what you intuitively know, okay? This week is very much you being shining a light on your intuition, shining a light on your inner guidance system, being able to trust in that. Okay, with Mercury going retrograde, all of the things that have been brought up during this Mercury retrograde are meant for you to clear out once and for all. This is not like a regular Mercury retrograde. This is a rebirth. This is a complete and total cleansing of the spirit of the soul. Okay, what the freak? Of the spirit of the soul. Okay, for most of us, this week is going to be one of excitement, right? You're going to get some new things. You're going to pop up, things that you weren't kind of like stuck, things that you thought weren't going to come into play. I feel like this week you're going to get a lot of aha moments or ways to see things a lot differently. Your perspective is going to change by you trusting on your intuition. Hey, bro. Thank you for joining me. Good morning. Good morning. Grand Solar Rising. Your intuition is going to be on 1,000. Trust it. Okay. When spirit says move, move. Don't question. I know I'm the one to be like, oh, I question everything. But when spirit say move, that means move. You're going to feel it. It's not like, oh, somebody told you. No, you're going to feel it. Spirit's going to be like, yo, this isn't the place for you. Get the up out of here. That means up out of there. You dig me? Spirit's going to be like, yo, this is a good opportunity. Even if you don't see how, even if you don't know how it's going to work out, Spirit is giving you this feeling of lightness. You feel kind of airy about a situation, go for it. If you feel kind of heavy about a situation, it's a no-go. Feel your body. Spirit is giving you, God, source, spirit, however you want to see divinity, don't come for me. All right? Gives you inklings, gives you signs. You get signs and synchronicities. Listen. This week is a week of confidence. Confidence in yourself. Confidence in your movements. Confidence in the things that you have implemented. Some of you have planted seeds and you've been waiting for a long time for these damn seeds to germinate, for them to pop their head up, their little sprout to pop their head up through the soil. Guess what? It will. By the end of this week, it will. Spirit is like, stop trying to force the situation. Spirit said, everything is coming in divine timing. I got you. I don't know your life. I don't know your situation. But Spirit is saying, I got you. You've planted these seeds a long time ago. You see them little buds coming up? That's going to be y'all this week. Everything that you wanted, everything that you've been trying to get a handle on, it's kind of feeling like it's gonna come boom, 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 like dominoes. Like dominoes. I love this energy, y'all. Okay, one more thing. Last card for the day. We're gonna get some insight from our set. Thank you, God, Source, Spirit, my angels, my ancestors, my guides, my ascended masters, my higher self, Black Moon. What is the energy? The last energy card for the week for my lovely, lovely initiates, my seekers of truth. Woo-hoo. Joy and pleasure. Best. Joy and pleasure. Spirit is saying you are being guided. There's a light shining on you. Golden light of healing. A light of inspiration. A light of knowledge, wisdom. Spirit is like, I'm coming. I'm speaking to you. When you get down on your knees and you pray every day, when you go into your meditation, when you take time for contemplation, you quiet the mind, Spirit speaks. God talks to you. Sometimes it's a whisper, and sometimes it's in that roar of a voice. But even if it's a whisper, Spirit wants you to listen. God is speaking to you one way or another, whether it's through a picture, through a sign, through a synchronicity, whatever it may be. Know that God is never leaving you alone out here. God doesn't give you more than you can handle. And if it seems like things are getting tough, that's because God knows that you can handle it. And God knows that once you come out of that struggle, that obstacle, on the other side, you're going to be stronger and wiser and better for it. You're going to receive some joy and some pleasure this week. Some of y'all, it's a long time coming. This is just confirmation of the enthusiasm, you know? I love this energy, y'all. And it's saying that you guys are going to be definitely coming together with people of like mind, of like energy. Y'all are taking back your power from those that have usurped it from you. That means those people that have been in your face, smiling in your face, but all this time talking shit about behind your back, wishing evil on you, wishing your downfall, but all the time smiling in your face, telling you you're their friend. You're going to see them. You're going to see them for their real self. And it's going to be your intuition that's going to be like, yo, they ain't your friend. Deep down inside, you know that this circle of people that you've been hanging around, that they've been telling you that they love you, that they've been on your side, you know deep down inside that it's a fib. It's a lie. And they're doing that because they're opportunists. Your intuition's been telling you. Your intuition's been telling you. I need you to listen. I need you to listen. Hold on, guys. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Hold on, hold on, hold on. I'm sorry, guys. Y'all know how it be. Multitasking on the J.O. busy, but it works. Add a line. Petronino. Scheduled. Save. So I'm really loving this energy, guys. And I'm really thinking that, press. And okay. We've got that together. We've got that together. And boom. Boom. All right. So our energy is definitely of joy and pleasure this week. Have a little fun. Lighten up. Trust on your intuition. Things will move a lot smoother. When spirit moves things out of your way, let it go. If you hold on too tightly, it never works out right, because spirit is trying to give you an out. Take it. Whatever it may be. For some of you, I feel like it's something really small. Like you are in this energy of not owning your power. You need to speak up for yourself. It's easy as saying no and letting that be a complete answer for some of you. Some of you is where you need to do some shadow work. Okay? Well, guys, I'm going to pull one last card and I'm going to be out of here. Okay? Last card, please, Spirit. Last card. Oh, well, I got two. We are the world in comparison. Stop comparing yourself to others in the world. You are your own individual. You are your own spirit. You are your own soul. You do not have to conform. No one can tell you how to live your life wrong or right, for that matter. If it feels right for you, it is right for you. Okay? Remember that we are all connected, but we are like a salad instead of a stew. What I mean by that is in a stew, you put all the ingredients together, they get all mushy and they melt and they become one indecipherable thing, right? But in a salad, there's a bunch of mixes, there's different things, but they are the integrity of each individual ingredient is preserved, right? The lettuce is preserved, the tomatoes are preserved, the eggs are preserved, everything is preserved in its original form, just chopped up. Whereas in a stew, everything is melted down, kind of. Anyway, that's what I got for y'all. You guys have a great day. Enjoy this energy of this week. Remember, as above, so below, as within, so without. And if you are interested in the Initiation Codex waiting list, drop Codex in the comments. And as soon as it is printed and available, you will be the first to receive it. And also, when I do the webinar, that will also be what I'll be using for that as well. So you guys stay tuned for that. Make sure to like, share, subscribe. You guys have a blessed week. Peace.